Welcome to the final CADvent calendar of 2024. My name is Nathan Brownsword, the Sales and Marketing Director for Man and Machine. As you can probably tell, I didn't get the memo regarding the Christmas outfit. I know Robin has been a constant across December with his Christmas attire. Sorry, Robin, for black and mine, hopefully next year. So, when it comes to digital transformation, quite an important topic, and one that every organisation that I've seen to have spoken to across this year has asked me, what does digital transformation look like for me? Where do I start? I go to these exhibitions, I look at online, how do I understand or how do I know what's available? Well, first things first is actually working with Man and Machine and an expert that can help you every step of the way. We can help you as much or as little as you like to either look at things where it comes to integrations between different platforms that you're looking at running and trying to understand how that might look, or actually from a much bigger piece where we understand what you're trying to do, what projects you're working on, what does like good or what does the ideal look like, and we can start to actually make recommendations against that. As you know, the technology changes year after year after year. We've had so much come out over the last few years, and COVID, since it happened in 2020, and such a horrible set of circumstances, actually has meant that the digital acceleration within both the construction market and the manufacturing sector has actually just rapidly evolved over those years. It's now widely accepted that you can use and meet people using Teams. It's now widely accepted that hosting information in the cloud, given all the security and elements that go around it now, and how robust that is actually the normal way. So when we're looking at digital transformation for your organisation, we don't have to look at this big beast where we're never going to reach it. It's actually what's important for you. Every organisation, no matter what industry you work in, wants to cut down time when it comes to delivering a project or bit of work, wants to cut down the costs that can be associated to the time, but also actually looking at how much it costs you to deliver that project or bit of work, and also making sure and ensuring that the quality of work that you're delivering is as high as it can be. Now, speak to product manufacturers, speak to architects, speak to main contractors, whatever it may be, that is the message that resonates. So why does digital transformation have to be this really, really big thing? When I look online, I see all these different organisations coming up with new terminology, and really it's just another word or set of words to describe something that you're probably looking to do. And it's just be as efficient, as effective as you possibly can. Whether it's talking about digital threads or digitalisation or looking at becoming digital, it really just comes back down to understanding what the fit means for you. If you can understand, or if you can see or look or be able to start to look at where you want to get to, then we can start to make recommendations. More often than not, we're using the technology that you already have within the organisation. As I said on my video yesterday, it's actually then just about enabling your team to be able to do that. It doesn't have to be huge change. It can just be bit by bit by bit, and you can slowly but surely get your team optimised and able to deliver more. So at Man and Machine, both in the UK and across mainland Europe, we've been helping organisations, big and small, realise the efficiencies and actually what digital transformation means for them. Whilst I'm not necessarily giving you away like a real insight into this, every single situation that we find a customer in is completely different. Whether they're looking at data, whether they're looking at design, whether they're looking at AI, whether they're looking at automation, it's really about understanding what you want to do, what you're able to do, or what you're currently working on, all of these different things. Then we start to plan and plot a journey. And if you create that clear path of where the organisation is getting to or the objective you want to reach, then it's really easy to start marking milestones of how you get there. 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, it doesn't matter. Every organisation is different. It's about making sure that ultimately you get there, some faster than others. However, when it comes to digital transformation, it's not to be understated. It is an important part of the evolution of every organisation that we've been working with over the last few years, but also since some of the technology has started to really take bigger steps forward. So if you want more information, feel free to get in touch. I'm more than happy to talk to you about it. We run quite a lot of events throughout the year as well, whether that is our lab sessions or our open days going into 2025. They're really good opportunities to come and sit down or in our offices and at different centres that we use to talk to our experts, to understand actually what it means for you and talk about it in a much more personalised way. I'm a big believer of actually tailoring everything to what an organisation wants. That's certainly the approach that we take within Man and Machine when we look at some of our process and workflows. And it just means that you can start to create a clear objective and definition to help your team be really clear on what they want to get to. So, like I say, plenty of opportunity to speak to us in the new year. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. And hopefully, I'll see many of you as we go into 2025. Take care.